Hi, it's Debs from Soul Harmony Yoga. Thanks for joining me on our Facebook Live this week. At Soul Harmony Yoga, we create online yoga, meditation, relaxation, courses and workshops for creative women who need to have a bit more support to include self-care into their day-to-day life. And as part of that today, we're going to be looking at self-care for your spine, and in particular around core strength. So I wonder if you know how, if you know that your core muscles are actually working for you, that they're supporting your body in all of the range of movements that you do on a day-to-day basis. So you'll notice your core is engaged when, if you go to lift something up, then your body is already trained to sort of draw in your abdominal muscles, draw them back towards the spine, so that you've got this sort of core strength in your body. And I've got a blog that I'll put a link to that you can read about the specific muscles of the core in your body. There's 3 particular muscle groups that we look into, and yeah, you can read further about that, and we're going to talk about it in our blog, our Facebook Live today. So some of the benefits of using your core muscles are, when you're moving in day-to-day life, are that you'll train your muscles to start working for you all the time. So it's going to prevent back injuries, general back pain and that kind of thing. And usually the back injuries and the back pain come from overcompensation of other muscles. So those muscles, not your core muscles, but other muscles in your body, are actually doing the work that your core muscles should be doing. So that's when we start to get the tense necks, shoulders, or the, down the backs of the legs, that kind of thing, because our body's working in a way that it shouldn't do. So when you become aware of your core muscles, then you can really start to work with them. So the other beautiful thing is, when you're practicing yoga, you can have an intention of using your core muscles to actually develop your own inner strength, your own courage and your own confidence. And it really brings a shift to how you can live in your day-to-day life when you're really focusing on using your core strength. So what I'm going to invite you to do is come to sit on a chair, and you want to have your hips at the back of the chair, feet are flat on the mat, on the floor, with your knees hopefully at 90 degrees. If your feet aren't touching the floor, then just put a cushion before them and just make sure that you've got a nice straight back. So we're going to do this one first, and then we'll move on to a movement on the floor that I'll guide you through. So let's place our hands on our belly and just start to breathe in and breathe out. And just notice, you can feel that your belly is moving in and out. Moves out with the in breath, and in with your out breath. And then on the next out breath, just going to draw your abdominal muscles back towards your spine, and just keep that tension in your abdomen, and just breathe normally. So that's your core engaged. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about in the lessons, when I say core engaged. And then release. And then we're going to add another muscle group to that. So you've got this band of muscles across the belly that you use. You've also got your pelvic floor muscles. So taking your awareness to your pelvic floor, we're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, just lift the muscles of the pelvic floor and draw the abdominal muscles back towards your spine. It's always on the exhalation, because the diaphragm moves up into the body, so the muscles have got space to go back. And just breathe in normally, so you're not kind of can't breathe, just hold, so you feel a little bit of tension, and then release. So just so that you can get to know your body a little bit better, just notice if on this next one you can actually feel the muscles of the pelvic floor. It doesn't matter if you can't. That's something that you can start to work on with these muscles. So we're going to do that one more time. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, engaging the pelvic floor muscles, and just a gentle drawing back of your abdomen towards your spine. And just breathe in normally. Lovely. And then release. And then the next band of muscles that we're going to talk to is in the lower back. So you want to start to notice now as you work with your pelvic floor and the abdominal muscles, as you take a breath in and exhale, there's nothing that you need to do with your back, but just be aware if you can feel that your lower back is engaging as well. And that's one of the key aspects of knowing if you're really using your whole band of muscles. It's kind of like, I wish I had a better analogy, but it's kind of like Superman's underpants. You know, he's got those kind of big undies that he wears over his tights, and that is your core strength in a nutshell. So I hope that's not too dodgy an image for you. So let's try that one more time, just releasing. And then take a breath in. And then as you exhale, just engaging those muscles. Pelvic floor, abdominal muscles drawn back. Can you feel your back muscles? It's not a problem if you can't, but it's something that you can continue to work towards. So just breathe in naturally and holding that core strength. And then release. Great. So thanks so much for joining me, and do practice your exercises and just get to know your core a little bit more, and you'll start to notice things like when you're picking up your children, or you're lifting something, or you're stretching somewhere, or you're pushing something, that your muscles will start to engage, and they will naturally start to, your body will naturally start to use its core strength, but you just need to train it a little bit first. So enjoy. Any questions, just pop them in the comments box below. Let me know what you think of the video, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks very much. Bye.